Hello.
Hey there.
Welcome to Surprise My Marriage. My name is Logan.
And I'm Jen.
And today on this lovely episode, we're going to be reviewing the questions that you asked us on social media.
Yep. We asked in our Insta stories and in our Facebook group if you had any questions to ask us, and so we will be answering them.
Trying to answer them.
Yeah.
To the best we can.
We didn't talk about it beforehand, so we'll see. How did the two of you meet? We don't really remember exactly when we met because we've been going to school together since we were in first grade.
First grade. We've been going to school together since we've been first grade, but we have not talked until high school,
Right.
I guess.
Yeah.
A little bit when our classes started to come together because
Right.
we were never in the same class and her friends weren't my friends, so.
Yeah. But our junior year in high school, halfway through the year, our chemistry teacher assigned us seats next to each other, and the rest was history.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
That's what we were making. What is the stupidest thing you fought over? Everything. Yes, our life is literally quarrels.
Quarrels.
I was about to say squirrels. It's not a squirrel. Quarrels of every little thing possible. Really, the serious thing we usually get into is about, we forget what we fought over, and usually it's about like how we react to the fights.
Yeah.
And because of my temperament, I'm quick to get mad, and then
Right, he
by the
freaks
time
out
I'm done
right
over
away,
it,
yeah.
she's over here. So next thing you know, I'm back up here, and then we're just fighting. And we forget what we're fighting about. It's the stupidest thing, and I'm like, "Let it go," and she's like, "I can't let it go," and I'm just like, "Come on, let's just let it go." And it's just, that's how we fight. So everything, and that's a real answer.
But it's more about, our behaviors during the fight than the actual thing that caused the fight in the first place,
Yeah.
which is kind of silly, but that's us.
It is what it is.
How do y'all work through the after fight? They added, are you super careful of each other or back to normal? I think this has changed over the years.
It has.
Yeah, before we had kids, we probably were super careful of each other and gave each other space. But now that we have kids, we realize the importance of making up in front of them. Like if we're fighting in front of our kids, then we need to resolve it in front of our kids. So we make sure.
But in the
do
same sense, we don't want to, because there's people that watch these videos that don't have kids.
Right.
So I would say your best advice that we have done is we've learned how to communicate more, and so since we've learned how to communicate better with each other, it's easier for me, who's not someone to really just all of a sudden just swallow my pride and say I'm sorry, but I realize that it's quicker and easier to do that, and then vice versa, and it works the same.
Right.
So not only we're not just trying to show our kids, but allowing ourselves, because we've talked more and understand each other better.
Yeah. I mean, you have to
Understand what's going in here.
You have to respect each other's personalities and everything, and some people might need some space. Like I know I definitely do, but he doesn't. So he wants to resolve it right away. So I've had to kind of learn to get over my pride and resolve it.
Pride. Just swallow the pride.
Yeah.
Gluk, 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 gluk.
And we try to, make each other laugh, and we hug it out. Hug it out.
How do we learn those sick dance moves? Thank you, but I don't think that they're awesome. I just go with it. My body just moves, and that's where it goes.
I don't have sick dance moves, so.
No. Well, they're sick, if you know what I mean.
Really?
Okay, no. They're great, babe. They're fantastic.
Do you have a set date night schedule, or do you just squeeze them in when you can? We've done both. It just depends on our situation. We've gone through phases where we traded date nights with my brother and his wife. They would go 1 week, and 2 weeks later we would go. We trade babysitting. We did that for a while until it didn't work anymore. And we've done the same with my cousin and his wife, and it just depends. It's hard for us to have a set schedule, though, because of his work schedule. He works weekends, and none of my friends' husbands work weekends, so the trading off doesn't always work like that. So lately, though, we've just been squeezing them in when we can.
Squeeze them in when you can.
Yep, like during the day. during the weekday.
Date dates
Yeah.
are fun.
Yeah.
Everyone says that regular date nights are important. But how do you make that happen when you have kids?
Specifically young children.
Specifically young
Yes.
children.
So we have young children. Our boys are 2, 4, and 6. And so it's hard, but we've just learned that we have to lower expectations.
Yes.
Especially when we have, a younger baby or, in that first year of life, it's hard to leave.
Yeah,
your
as
baby.
much as you'd want to go on regular date nights every week, maybe even every 2 weeks, when you have kids, specifically young kids, that might not be possible.
Right, every month
So-
or two, as long as you're going. That's
Yeah.
the important thing.
Regular? Yeah, as long as you're going.
Right. And also, just keep it simple.
Simple.
We don't always have a big budget to go, so we try to save our gift cards for date nights and rely on the generosity of friends and family for free babysitting.
And like we said in the previous question, day dates are easier on people. So if you're looking for a regular...
Well, it depends. For us, it
Yeah,
works better.
But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
you can go on a day date during Saturday. Like, people
Yeah.
are more inclined to watch your kids if you have babysitters during the day. Maybe not.
And if you have a really tiny baby that you don't want to leave, either just make your date super short. I mean, it doesn't have to be long. Literally, just go see Jesus in the chapel for 20 minutes. I mean, that is a date, or even a little coffee date. It doesn't have to be long or expensive. Just-
Or an at-home date.
Yes, or an at-home date. We've definitely had seasons where we've had to rely on that, and you just make it extra special.
Babe, we're having
Yeah.
an at-home date tonight.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Order some sushi,
Dress up if you want.
rent a movie.
Put a fake
Yeah.
fire on if you have one.
Right. So,
Boom. Done.
Yeah, short answer. Lower your expectations. What's your compass to know it's not time for another baby?
Hashtag NFP.
Oh, yeah.
First step, get a compass.
Okay.
No? Okay.
Well, there's a lot of factors to consider.
Many, many factors.
Yes. So we just think, are we healthy financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all of the above? And if, one of those areas where we're just really struggling in, we try to think, what can we do to make that better?
Yes. And if we... I don't want to have another baby right now.
Oh, gosh. We have to remember that it's never going to seem like the perfect time to have a baby.
Nope. You just got to trust in God that
Right.
He will take care of you. Because that's really all you can do when you worry about so many things in life is God taking care of you. So just trust and pray about it. And if He touches on your heart and messes with your compass up in here and says it's pointing north, that means you follow it and you have yourself another baby. Yeah.
Because even if you have all those areas you're doing pretty well in, you still feel overwhelmed with your current situation in life and you feel like you can't handle another baby. But sometimes God just wants to give you a gift, and that is a gift of another baby, even when it doesn't seem like the best time. So you just need to be open to those promptings.
And make sure she and he are on the same page.
Yes, totally. We try to think long term because those first few years when you're pregnant and you have a baby and a toddler, all of that is just really hard. And, I just keep reminding myself that we shouldn't make decisions based on fear of like how hard that would be to, go through again. Because our youngest is 2 and we're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, We
Yes.
only have one in diapers. And, life is getting easier, but at the same time, we're still, our plate is full. And so it's hard to see that, we could add on to our family as it is, as awesome as it is right now. But we also know in 20 years from now, we're not going to regret having another baby, It's a big gift and a blessing. And so we just try to consider all the factors.
Trust your moral compass. God has His hand on it.
Yeah. All right.
Right.
Those are the questions for today.
Yes.
That was fun.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
We should do it again.
We
Okay?
should.
Sure.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
And we'll see you next time on Surprise by Marriage. Subscribe!